Welcome to OutSolve's weekly Outlook, where we bring you the latest news that impacts your workplace. I'm Meghan Spera, joined again by Jeremy Mancheski. Jeremy, let's dive right in. What insights do you have to share with us related to this week's news?
A few, and we're going to try to keep this one fairly brief. Couple of big issues this week. First, new executive order on April 23rd titled Restoring Equality of Opportunity and Meritocracy. As we've heard from this administration, that term meritocracy continues to bubble to the surface. What this executive order is intended to do is to focus more on intentional discrimination rather than statistical discrimination. Now, if you go back into the compliance manual for OFCCP, there was always the concept of anecdotal evidence as well as statistical evidence. But this administration wants to be clear that disparate impact liability is not to be used by federal agencies. We're going to post a blog. I know we have some folks working on that as we speak. The difference between disparate impact liability and adverse impact analysis. Those are two very different things and are quite often confused by the contractor community, by employers, and maybe most importantly, by the federal government agencies themselves. The next, and I think the most significant and possibly unexpected update this week is the potential and maybe even likely return of the EEO-1 form. Bit of history, EEO-1 form has been around for 40 years. Standard Form 100, I remember doing those in triplicate with carbon paper. You have to be a certain age to remember that. Pink sheet, carbon paper, etc. And most companies have filed those unbroken for 40 plus years. It was thought that with the change in the administration, that form might be gone, but an instruction booklet was posted. An instruction booklet that suggested some changes. They wanted to be clear that there would be no mention of non-binary gender, even though there has never been a non-binary gender on the EEO-1 form. But the administration wanted to be clear that they're setting the deadlines. The reporting period will open, assume nothing changes through OMB, on May 20th. And then a hard stop, they wanted to make that clear as well, that there would be no extensions on June 24. Now, you might recall in former iterations of this weekly update, I had suggested maintaining that data even if the EEO-1 form wouldn't be there. It looks like we're going to use it. Probably a net positive to the contractor community. That data is used for a lot of things. State reporting even triggers off of the EEO-1 report. Last item for me this week is continuing to remind you on I-9 enforcement. There are new forms. There are old forms that are valid for a period. There are change, and this administration is very clear that I think we'd all have to be living in a hole not to realize that immigration is important to this administration. And I-9 forms and the proper maintenance of them are critical, particularly in this climate. There are changes, and I'm guessing other changes on the horizon. So be sure to do an internal I-9 audit. What we have noted in reviewing customer I-9 information and talking to customers and preparing our new I-9 product is that the vast majority of companies have significant flaws in their I-9 process. So please just word to the wise on that one. So that's what we have for this week. Meghan?
Thank you so much, Jeremy. And make sure to stay in touch with us. We have 2 upcoming webinars. The first on Tuesday, May 13th, where we will be hosting compliance shifts, DEI controversies, real-world insights, and what you need to know. Speaking of I-9s, we will also have an I-9 webinar on June 4th, so make sure to register for that as well. And you can also join us in person or meet us in person at upcoming conferences. We will be at DeemCon May 21st through 23rd and SHRM's annual conference June 29th through July 2nd. Don't miss out on all the conversations that are happening at our HR Gumbo City Slack community. You can register by visiting outsolve.com/HRG-city. And we look forward to connecting with you next week. Thanks so much.